Okay, hi everyone. Again, I'm Emmanuel Byamukama, extension plant pathologist at South Dakota State University. Here we are in a wheat trial, and in this field we're looking at a variety response to a number of diseases. And two diseases that I would like to talk about are Fusarium head blight, or FHB, or scab for short, and then also leaf spots, mainly tan spot and Stagnospora nodorum blotch. The third disease that I would address a little bit would be the rusts, but because this year we're so dry, we haven't seen any of these diseases. In fact, there's a little bit of tan spot on the lower leaves, but because of the dry conditions and also really hot conditions, we've not seen stripe rust develop, which can be a problem in wheat. Neither are we seeing Fusarium head blight, which is another problem. So usually the producers are going to spray a fungicide early on in the season to control tan spot, and then they will come in later in the season to control Fusarium head blight. So FHB or scab is a really significant disease in wheat because you can have head bleached out, and then you can also have the quality affected where the fungus that causes FHB can also produce mycotoxins in the grain. The common one being Dioxin-Navarino, or DON for short. And if your grain has a lot of DON, or more than 2 parts per million, the grain can be docked or even rejected at the elevator. However, this year, again, because we're very dry and also pretty hot, we have not come across any field so far that has Fusarium head blight. So in years like this where where the disease pressure is almost not there, it's not necessary to apply a fungicide because you can save money instead of applying a fungicide where it's not needed. So that's one thing I wanted to emphasize in this presentation, that we have a prediction tool that you can use to help you figure out if you're going to need a fungicide or not for controlling these diseases in wheat. So the main one is going to be Fusarium head blight, and the timing of the fungicide is at flowering. So around the time when wheat has headed and it's almost starting to flower, you need to look at the forecasting tool so that you can determine whether you need a fungicide. So this is one year where we wouldn't need to use a fungicide. So again, these tools can really be useful in helping us make that decision whether we're going to need a fungicide. So the tool can be found at the SDSU Mesonet website. If you go there and then click on small grains forecasting tool, and then the website would show you a table, and then the table would have the risk prediction. When we've had conducive weather for consecutive days, then the risk will be high and you'd need to apply a fungicide. So again, this year we're very dry and also very warm, pretty hot actually, so there's no need to apply a fungicide in small grains to manage Fusarium head blight or the rust diseases, or even the leaf spot diseases like tan spot. So hopefully you can use this tool to help you make fungicide management decisions in small grains.